If that we're live now. Hey, Ray, welcome. Are you ready for the show?
I'm ready for the show.
We're going live on the Daniel and Georgia Instagram too, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, folks. Get ready. Oh wait, whoops. I clicked the wrong graphic. I don't even know what show we're recording. This is Daniel and Georgia's New Year special. SpecialChronicles.com. You can listen or watch the show on demand later. The podcast will be up sometime within the hour after we go off air. After we're done doing this live, then the podcast will be up later. Right, babe?
Yes.
Well, let's get the Georgia and Daniel Show Season 5 premiere. Get started right now. In 3. Do you want to give me the countdown?
3, 2.
Cue the countdown. Oh, this episode of the Georgia and Daniel Show Season 5 premiere support for the Georgia and Daniel Show comes from a generous listener, comes from a hot cocoa gift from a generous listener. If you want to join our supporters and support this podcast, if hearing about life, hearing about stories about life from a different angle is important to you and is needed in the media, it's needed in this podcast, then please visit specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give and make your gift today and help support this podcast. And with that, let's get Georgia and Daniel's New Year special going in 3, 2, 1. Cue the intro music.
I didn't know that you had a crush on me. How did I never see all that we could have been? High time we turn the pages, start a story for the ages. High time we got it going on. I know it's never easy for people who love anymore, but we gotta try, 'cause you and I were meant to be. I love you, baby, and I know it takes more than words to show it. You are the one, and I know it.
You're listening to the Georgia and Daniel Show. This is the Season 5 premiere, Georgia and Daniel's New Year special. My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And my name is Georgia. I am Dan's cutest true love.
And let us be the first to tell you Happy New Year 2021. On behalf of all of us at Special Chronicles and the Georgia and Daniel Show. And what you guys don't realize is I finished eating my little crackers and homemade dip. It's sour cream and salad dressing, but homemade dip nonetheless. I finished eating my crackers and stuff right as the theme song ended. Talk about perfect timing. And I was going to have hot chocolate during the show, but instead I have water. So, babe.
Yes.
This is the Season 5 premiere. We are kicking off 2021 with Season 5 of the Georgia and Daniel Show.
Yes, it is now officially the grand opening of Season 5. I'm very excited.
The premiere. The worldwide global premiere of Season 5 of the Georgia and Daniel Show. we hope that you guys all have been enjoying the past seasons. We are excited to begin a new year, begin a new year as a couple, begin a new year as our love story continues, begin a new year as this podcast. And you guys get to hear about life from a different angle, life from our real lives on this podcast, and chronicle along with us and share as we share our lives with you. Right, babe?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
When we talk about share lives, we don't. There is some stuff that we don't publicly talk about yet, but maybe in the future we might. Right, babe? We might.
Yes, we might.
Well, so let's begin. And why am I doing all the talking? We both wrote the show notes.
Yeah.
Daniel's New Year's special. You guys, by the way, go to specialchronicles.com/Georgia and Daniel show and find this episode, season 5, episode 1. It's titled The New Year's Special. And look in the show notes and you can find out all the links and get in touch with us and Instagram and yeah. Speaking of new things, the awesome listeners can go and we don't know who we're going to call on the show, but
we have no idea who we talked about yet.
Who you mean who we're going to call? But you guys can go and download our 2021 calendar at danielandgeorgia.com/calendar. That's danielandgeorgia.com/calendar. You guys get to have different pictures of us throughout the year and a few other people as well. There's also a link on there to hashtag Georgia and Daniel show, specialchronicles.com on each month. So you guys, it's all gift to you, the listener, right, babe?
Yes.
All gift to the listener you guys can print this out, 12 pages. It's a 12-page PDF. You can print it out and have your 2021 calendar. So you go to danielgeorgia.com/calendar to download your 2021 calendar today.
Yeah.
The link will be in the show notes. So go to the show notes. You see it scrolling in the bottom. But if you listen to the podcast, then, well, if you listen to the podcast, look in the show notes, look in the description of this episode, look in the show notes of this episode, and you'll find it. So with that, Dave, do you want to comment on the 2021 calendar?
Well, I thought it was really cool. When Dan first showed it to me on my phone, I was surprised with all of those dates that we had. I really love the pictures.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think your mom said she was going to print it out and give it to some friends or family. But all of you listeners can print it out yourself as well. You can download it. It's a free download of our 2021 calendar. danielandgeorgia.com/calendar. danielandgeorgia.com/calendar. Download it and enjoy it. It's all gift to you in this new year.
Absolutely.
And usually we talk about it in the first few segments. We usually talk about what we've done in the past week, but it's a new year.
Yeah, and it's a new year. We're going to change it up a little bit.
Last time we talked to all the lovely listeners, they're lovely, right? We love them. We love you all.
Yes, we love all of you.
And last time we talked to you was Christmas. So we could talk about everything the past week, but let's say how we spent our New Year's Eve and day, December 31st and January 1st, the past 2 days, because we're recording this on January 2nd. Originally, it was going to be on New Year's Day, but then I needed a day to rest after our big 2 hour and 30-minute, 2.5 hour New Year's Eve podcast. By the way, specialchronicles.com/New Year's Eve 2020 if you want to listen, or specialchronicles.com/watch New Year's Eve 2020 if you want to watch on New Year's Eve podcast. That was on the Special Chronicles show. So the flagship program that we have on this network. But I'll let you go first because your name is now. Well, originally it was the Daniel and Georgia show. If people remember from a year ago at this time.
We oh sorry.
No, it's okay. It was the beginning of last season that we, like, one episode into the last season we branded because we put a poll.
Yeah, well, it was I think we kind of rebranded it when Daniel was here at my house. We had a lunch date, and I told him once we branded it.
We recorded the podcast. We had a lunch.
Okay, yes, we had a podcast, but I'm just saying in general.
A lunch what? Oh. A lunch podcast date. That's what it was, right?
Okay, let me say this again.
A lunch podcast date.
It was a lunch podcast day.
Why are you putting that in quotes?
Well, because that's what I do.
Okay, a lunch podcast date. Okay.
All right, and he came to my house, and it was a beautiful day. It was on a Saturday, and I told him that one day we could reverse it. We branded the entire name. And he said, well, he didn't like that idea, but because
I love you, because I love you, we thought, well, on our Daniel and Georgia Instagram, why don't we put up a poll up on our Instagram stories? By the way, we're doing a live right now on our Instagram, so you got to get a little behind the scenes look if you want to do that. That way on Instagram, on a Daniel and Georgia Instagram, we can do a little swipe up link where people can swipe up and then they can get a link to listen to the full episode. Anyways, so we put a poll up on our Instagram stories and
okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, so
85% of our listeners, or 80% of our listeners.
Yep, 85%.
Go on.
85% of the people wanted to rebranded it because I need to talk more and Dan less.
Yeah, not that much less.
Well, not much less, but like medium less. Medium.
Yeah. And I thought, well, okay, let's do that. And our fans, our moms, our fans, our listeners, your listeners pretty much love that. And like, I do in our Unified at Work original series, the director of global community engagement at United Airlines, Susie, we had a coffee talk bonus episode, and she said, well, that she listens to this podcast, this Georgia and Daniel show. And she said, well, I listened to the Daniel and Georgia show, and I said, it's now the Georgia and Daniel show. And she was like, yeah, way to go, Georgia. Like, so basically what we're trying to tell you all is it's fan requested, listener requested.
Yeah, this is totally based on all of you guys out there.
They want us to change the name.
Yeah.
The podcast feed in the social media is still Daniel and Georgia show. It's still at Daniel and Georgia, but everything else is rebranded to Georgia and Daniel show. So,
yes.
Yeah. Actually, I think on this graphic it says Daniel and Georgia's New Year's special. But then if you actually look at the top above our heads,
we switched our name since I'm Georgia. So
well, but if you look at this graphic, names are flipped around there. Did you notice that? Look at that.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, I still have my headphones here. Okay. With that, I'm gonna go put this away on my desk. But keep talking about how you spent your New Year's Eve and day.
Okay. So what I did for my New Year's Day, it was phenomenal. And what I did a lot of stuff. I went on a long bike ride. I did my first bike ride in the snow, which it was nice and calm. I didn't see anyone, but it's okay. um, I I got some fun stuff, and I came home. I played Mario Kart, and it's a Mario Kart Deluxe 8 on Nintendo Switch. It is the best game system since I got it for Christmas.
Wow. Awesome.
And then lastly, I have this workout game called Wing Fit. So you have your own wing, and it's you do a lot of exercises that you do on your regular basis. But and then seconds later, I've been doing it. Doing yesterday, I did a 2-hour workout. It was my first time, and it checked my heart rate and everything, and it was the best New Year's Day ever.
Awesome. Sorry, I almost choked my water. So how I spent my New Year's Eve, the last day of 2020, was we called in a 2-hour and 30-minute podcast, New Year's Eve podcast on the Special Chronicles show with my dad. So we had a greatest hits, best of 2020, like a little highlight reel, and then we talked about our favorite memories and stuff from that video. We related to our podcast here on Special Chronicles, and I'm thinking, and yeah, so that was so you again go to specialchronicles.com/New Year's Eve 2020 if you want to listen or watch on demand that episode, and. So that was my New Year's Eve, and then I probably went to sleep a little bit after 11, so I didn't totally make it to midnight. You made it to midnight, right, maybe? Because I didn't.
Yeah, well, I only talked about New Year's Day. New Year's Eve.
Well, okay, and I was talking about New Year's Eve, so
yeah,
I'm kind of looking in the order of time, but okay. So that was my New Year's Eve. And did you stay up at midnight or no? I did sleep a little after 11.
I did. I had a 2-hour Zoom meeting with my girlfriends. Also, I made an appetizer on Georgia's Kitchen. It was a mac and cheese bites from Trader Joe's in this frozen package. And it took a while to actually make it. And then I made a sauce with it. And it was really tasty. It was my first appetizer that I made on Georgia's Kitchen. And if you guys want to follow me, you will see the link at the very bottom.
Well, if they're listening to the podcast and they can't see the video, but go to the video on YouTube and if you guys want to find me, it's specialchronicles.com/Georgia Kitchen Show YouTube. SpecialChronicles.com/Georgia Kitchen Show YouTube. That will take you to the playlist. I think we have to update that playlist to some of the videos. But so go there. SpecialChronicles.com/Georgia Kitchen Show YouTube. All one word. And if you want to watch the cutest chef ever.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, go on.
All right. Well, I just want to give you guys a little heads up on Georgia's Kitchen again. I'm not doing a show today, but I will be doing another one on January 9th. So please tune in, have fun with it, and just watch it.
Yeah, and when you go there, specialchronicles.com/Georgia Kitchen Show YouTube, all those videos, it's a playlist that's on the Special Chronicles channel, but it's all the videos are all on Georgia's YouTube channel. So if you watch one of the videos, you can just go and subscribe to Georgia's YouTube channel. So that's the place where if you want to find Georgia's YouTube channel, it's in that playlist. So just watch one video and then hit subscribe, right?
Yeah.
So specialchronicles.com/Georgia Kitchen Show YouTube. The link will be in the show notes for this Daniel Show Season 5, Episode 1. New Year's Eve.
My battery on my phone is dead.
Oh.
So I kind of need to charge my phone right now.
Okay, so we'll you know what we're gonna do? We are going to go take a sponsor break and get off the Instagram Live. But if you are watching us on Instagram, go to the video on YouTube or Facebook and watch the full episode there. So you are listening to the Georgia and Daniel Show. I'm Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And I'm Dan Scooter's True Love.
And you are listening to the Georgia and Daniel's New Year special right here on the Georgia and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. We'll be back after a quick message from our sponsors. Don't hit pause. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Lisa Noble, and I'm a ComEd Energy Force Ambassador and an athlete with Special Olympics Illinois.
Hi, my name is Daniel Smrokowski, and I also am a ComEd Energy Force Ambassador and founder of a company called Special Chronicles.
The ComEd Energy Force program is a program that hires people with disabilities to teach the public how to save energy and money.
It's the country's first energy efficiency program of its kind.
Saving energy is especially important while everyone is at home due to COVID-19. We're using more electricity than ever before. Just think about how many more times you are opening the refrigerator door these days.
And while the economy is stressed, it's more critical than ever to save money where we can. Following these tips can save energy and money in this time of COVID-19.
Wash your clothes in cold water and use the dryer sparingly.
Your dryer can take up to 7 times more energy than the washer.
Turn off and unplug any electrical devices or power strips you are not using.
Electrical devices can continue to zap power even when turned off if they're still plugged in. We call them vampire devices.
Use LED bulbs.
They use 25% less energy than incandescent bulbs and last up to 25 times longer, saving you lots of money over time.
Keep your refrigerator between 35 and 38 degrees.
And be sure to use Energy Star appliances.
And last but not least, check out ComEd.com/home savings for more tips and rebates.
Lisa and I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to us today.
Remember, we are all in this together.
Stay healthy.
And stay safe.
Bye. The ComEd Energy Force Ambassador Program. The Energy Force is the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is powering lives and radio is powering us here at Special Chronicles. Learn more at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. We thank ComEd for the journalist support of Special Chronicles. This episode is brought to you by listeners like you. Please support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. And please go and support Special Chronicles. It really goes a long way. You can make your gift today at specialchronicles.com/give now. Specialchronicles.com and click the give now button, and your gift can help us to continue to really tell you stories about life from a different angle. That's what you can find on the Georgia and Daniel Show is stories about life from a different angle. So please go to specialchronicles.com/give, specialchronicles.com/give, and you can help us to continue to tell stories about life from a different angle right here on the Georgia and Daniel Show on specialchronicles.com.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an uprising.
Peaceful protesters.
In a rebellion against anyone
who has a fear of difference.
Difference.
Our demands are
equality,
dignity,
and the recognition of our shared humanity.
We will not stop
or accept anything less.
Today, our world is
more divided than ever.
Coming together has never been more urgent.
The revolution
is inclusion.
Find out more at jointherevolution.org.
You are listening to the Georgia and Daniel Show right here on Special Chronicles SpecialChronicles.com. My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And I'm Dan's cutest true love.
And talk, babe. Continue talking about how you spent your New Year's Eve and day. Babe.
New Year's Eve? Okay.
Oh, day.
Oh,
Because
well, I already said day earlier.
Oh yeah, I just relaxed on New Year's Day. I didn't do that much because I just needed the day after the 2.5 hour New Year's Eve podcast.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I just needed New Year's. Well, I didn't tell our listeners until now. I told you, but not the list. Anyway, okay. So yeah, I needed New Year's Day to just relax and really just reflect on the upcoming year. And yeah, so now you, babe, New Year's Eve day, whichever. How you spent
Okay, well,
your New Year's holidays?
Well, New Year's Eve was actually one of my favorites because the best part was seeing my girlfriends again. We had a very huge dance party because I'm the DJ when it comes to music. DJ G, people can call me that.
DJ G, basically just anything G?
Yes, that started way back in high school. But besides that, I did mention that I did my 2-hour workout on Ring Fit. And then I did normally I don't do my cooking show that often on New Year's Eve. So basically, Georgia's Kitchen just had a 1-year anniversary on New Year's Eve because I started in the month of January, which feels right now.
There you go.
I was celebrating, so that was a really fun day for me.
Not hear the applause? I feel like people don't hear the applause.
Oh.
Yeah, I already played it. It happened.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Did you not hear it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, keep talking. Awesome.
Okay, and then, let's see. Oh yeah, and then I did my first and only New Year's Eve special, along with the anniversary, all in one together on my show. So if you guys want to watch it, go ahead and just watch the second part because the first part it didn't have any sound at all. But if you guys want to watch the first one, that would be great. And that was my New Year's Eve.
Awesome, babe.
Yeah.
So let's now go on and talk about how we reflect on the year that was 2020. Because everybody's saying it, but 2020, the year that was 2020, it's well, we're not going to spend a lot of time because this is our New Year special, so we're going to be looking ahead to our upcoming personal our goals and resolutions for 2020-21, and really personal goals and resolutions, our relationship goals and resolutions, and our podcasting and media goals for 2021. So basically, personal, us each individually, personally, and then us as a couple, our relationship goals for 2021, and then our podcasting and media goals. And then we'll see if we call somebody on the show. But looking back at 2020, babe, what do you want to say? Reflect on the year that was 2020.
Well, I think that was the best year that we've had.
As what? You and me together?
As a couple.
Was it now?
Yes, it was. Well, during Christmas time, I've had so many gifts this year.
Have you? What's your favorite gift?
I'm going to say it. The best present that I got was a live and in-person Christmas date with my boyfriend Daniel.
wait a minute. As I bring the whole podcast and stuff to the flow off the desk. I thought your favorite gift was. I thought your favorite gift was. Probably listen
Yeah,
out.
but that I also have that plus the picture frame that he gave me, which is
I mean,
my
this is your
favorite,
favorite gift. Now the podcast listeners are wondering what does he have in his hand, right? People listening to the podcast can't see us, so it's a coast to coast travel gift card. Well, Georgia, can we do 2 trips with the cutest true love? That's me. Redeemable when it's safe to travel. A trip to Washington D.C. and a trip to Oakland and San Francisco, California. So that's a homemade gift card.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying that the best present was, Daniel, was that seeing you in person.
Yeah. Boy, I'm off mic. I know I'm off mic. My watch is falling off me. Okay. But I didn't have to know that. Okay. So that was your favorite gift?
That was more like my Christmas miracle, seeing my boyfriend in person.
Christmas miracle, and that means a lot, especially with 2020 being the year that was 2020. I think that means a lot, right?
Well, yeah, because I think the best part was us having hot chocolate, being silly, being funny. We talk a lot, and then we saw the windows of LaGrange. But you guys have heard the term, the windows of Macy's.
Yes,
but
it's No, go on. Then I'll say what I'm going to say.
Okay, and then the best part was seeing the windows of LaGrange, which was amazing.
And yeah, because the windows of LaGrange is, I would consider it, and you can tell me if you agree or not, but I would consider it to be the small town version of the big city Macy's windows. By the way, if you guys did not know what we're talking about, that's in Chicago. Macy's, it used to be Marshall Fields. On the holiday time, they have a big window display that goes around, I think, like 3 blocks of Macy's. It used to be Marshall Fields, but it tells a story. And these in downtown LaGrange, Illinois, in what used to be a bookstore, but now it's like just an empty building. And so somebody, I don't know who, but they got different shops in downtown LaGrange to sponsor each window. So it doesn't tell a story in LaGrange, but it reminds you of the Macy's one. And because we haven't been able to travel a lot, let alone travel into the city like we usually do on the holidays, this is at least we were able to at least kind of, it brought back that Macy's holiday window display to a small town level. And that was amazing. I mean, and the fact that we were wearing masks, we were trying to social distance as best as possible, and which is challenging for us, but we were able to do it.
Yeah, we actually did it.
Our dads walked on the other side of the street, so we were separated from our dads, but that was fine because we were able to at least see each other in person. And like you said, it was a Christmas miracle. I mean,
it was our very first Christmas date to actually celebrate Christmas, to get together as a couple.
Yeah, I mean, we celebrate with our families, but it's to be able to celebrate together, even though we were wearing masks. We did an after show to our Christmas special. It's still on it's on the Georgia and Daniel Show playlist. So if you go to specialchronicles.com/Georgia and Daniel Show, specialchronicles.com/Georgia and Daniel Show, and scroll down the page past the audio podcast, right underneath to where you can subscribe to the show and stuff. There's a playlist of the YouTube video episodes of the show. And so go to specialchronicles.com/Georgia and Daniel Show. That's our podcast page. And you can, if you scroll down, you'll see that Georgia and Daniel Show YouTube playlist. and you can find the previous to this episode is an after show. And we recorded it outside, just a quick 6-minute episode where we opened our gifts that we gave each other. So that was that. So 2020, it was a different year. We had to kind of get a little creative on everything from Zoom dates and social distance dates. Oh, somewhat. Kind of. I mean, let's be fully honest with you. It was difficult, but we were trying to kind of make the best. And I feel like we were able to kind of somewhat see each other, but now ever since I would say Thanksgiving, the past month, the last month of 2020 we really haven't been seeing each other. And that's difficult because usually we get to see each other, all the time. But this was not something that we expected. But in order, I think I forgot we talked about this on our Christmas episode. But if we want, or maybe we talk with somebody off here about this. But if we want to have a future together, if we both, it sounds simple, but if we both want to be able to live in the future, then we need this time. I don't want to say apart because it sounds like we didn't separate, folks. Let's be fully honest.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I guess maybe the 2020 now the 2021 way to say things is the stay at home social. We had to stay at home, social distance from each other. We had to distance each. We had to be physically distant from each other. If you remember that love languages episode that we did.
Yes, I remember.
Well, I'm wondering if the listeners remember. But anyways, both of us scored a physical touch. And the fact that we haven't been able to, okay, we're going to try not to get too personal for you guys. So if there's kids listening, please fast forward for just a few quick seconds. We haven't been able to be physically touched with each other. We haven't been able to physically touch. I can't remember. Okay, I feel like this is
okay.
It's time to get into more of an explicit.
Let's not go into details.
I wasn't trying to get into that much detail. Okay, I wasn't trying to get into details about it. It's not. There wasn't my intent. Let me just be fully honest to you, babe, and the listeners. I was not trying to get into a personal thing. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay?
Okay.
What I was trying to say was we haven't been able to, that love language of personal touch, we haven't been able to
see each other
and activate. We haven't been able to use or activate that primary, because that's what it was. We have a whole bunch of different love languages that relate to us, and you guys go back to that love languages episode to hear what we're talking about when it comes to that. But we haven't been able to reactivate and reuse, and we haven't been able to reactivate that physical touch love language this past month. And for two people, you babe, and me, who love that physical touch love language, we love to be with each other and with each other. And when I say with each other, I mean with each other. When we you get the point.
Okay, yes.
We haven't been able to enjoy each other's company. And that's been a big challenge. But like I said,
what we are trying to do for this year
in 2021, good transition. Let's thanks for keeping me on task. That's why Georgia is not only the cutest you love, but is an awesome co-host because she keeps me on task. So that's why you were about to say, babe. That's why you're about to transition us to the last part of this New Year special. That's why in 2021, as we look at the 2021, that's why in 2021 we hope to okay. Let me put this first. We don't know if we are going to get we don't know when we both are going to be getting a COVID-19 vaccine. We don't know when.
Yeah.
I think because I work at the airport at United Airlines, I think that I might be getting it in March or April in the spring. But I totally don't. That's a wild guess. I don't know. I do know I am going to my doctor's for an annual physical this month in January. So if I remember, I'm going to try to ask him, so when can I get the COVID-19 vaccine? If my doctor knows. I don't know. But when I find out, I will report back and tell all you listeners when. And so if you guys listening want to know how you can get your COVID-19 vaccine, then go to just check your local news.
Yeah.
ABC.
Or the newspaper.
Yeah, or just online news. Just go to maybe the best place to go to the CDC or the World Health Organization, depending on where you're listening. So if you're in the U.S., go to cdc.gov, I think it is. And if the World Health Organization is, I think it's WHO. Something. But if you go to specialchronicles.com/health, specialchronicles.com/health, we put links to the World Health Organization and the CDC, the Center for Disease Control in the U.S. And with that, speaking of, because COVID-19 is still around and we still need to make sure that we are wearing our masks and being socially distanced and hand washing and using hand sanitizer and all that. I mean, I've got. Well, you guys can't really. Well, you guys can't see one of my desks, but I've got some hand sanitizer on my desk. I've got, Anyways, you'll see a quick. We'll play a quick PSA for COVID-19.
We're not just.
Not that one.
COVID-19, better known as coronavirus, has spread throughout the world. There are a few ways to help lower the spread of this respiratory disease. Wash your hands. Avoid touching your face, including mouth, nose, and eyes. Cover your coughs and sneezes. Monitor your symptoms and consult with your doctor. Stay at home and away from other sick people except for medical care. Clean and disinfect high-touch surfaces. For more information, please visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So CDC, what did they say it was? cdc.gov/COVID-19?
Yes.
Yes. Our listeners are awesome.
Mm-hmm. Jackie Finn just said, hey, Daniel and Georgia.
Speaking of what we were just saying about where to get your COVID-19 vaccine, our good friend, good listener, one of our favorite Colorado, let me say that again. Colorado listener, Hannah.
Yeah. Hannah, she said, what channel for the news to provide a positive perspective for the vaccine?
Well, the number one newscast in America is ABC News, and so I'm going to recommend ABC News. But you can on CBS, Fox News, CNN, those different networks. But as for the best channel, the best news network, well, we're going to just recommend the number one news channel network in America, and that is ABC News. So Hannah, and all you listening at home, or wherever you're listening, they couldn't, people could be driving or walking. Anyways, yeah. So, Hannah asks,
how is Trader Joe's?
Favorite Colorado listener, Hannah. Ask how Trader Joe's going for you, Georgia.
Well, thank you for
And
asking.
wait. Let's take a little spin to that. How is it going in 2020 and now going into 2021?
Well, so far I've been on vacation for a while since the holidays kicked in, but it was fun for me to really relax and talking to a lot of people. I've been talking to Dan a little bit more. But Trader Joe's has been going really well for me. I'll be back tomorrow and Monday. So it will, for me to actually go back to work, I feel like my vacation just ended. So hopefully later on tonight, I will celebrate the ending of my vacation. So it'll be fun and relaxing, and I'll be good as new. Thank you, Hannah.
And our favorite Colorado listener, Hannah, also have.
Okay, she's on a roll today.
That's why we love our Colorado listeners. That's why we love our favorite Colorado listener, Hannah. How is United Airlines going for you, Daniel? Hannah asks. Well, it's going awesome. I've actually been on the past 2 weeks, for probably 2.5 by the time we go back. This Wednesday, January, the 6th of January, 2021. I've been on vacation / holiday break from United these past 2 weeks, but I'm excited to go back as well. And our favorite Colorado listener, Hannah. The comments that she is looking. Hannah says, "I'm looking forward to working more with you, Daniel." Yes. For those of you listeners who do not know, Hannah and I are SSIGM colleagues. We are both Southern Survival International Global Messengers with Special Olympics International. So that's why Hannah is our favorite Colorado listener. Don't you love it when I say that?
I love how your voice changes.
How do you mean? How?
Well, because when you're talking like this, that's like a high pitched voice.
You want me to talk in my high voice? Well, let's go on. And anything else that you want to say big about? Wait, no.
Oh my God.
Wait, well, this is a part of the show where we're looking at the 2021 and we welcome in the new year. So, let's get on.
Okay, you can stop now.
And does the listeners want me to stop?
Yes.
Turning this podcast off. You guys comment or email us. Georgia and Daniel at SpecialChronicles.com. Georgia and Daniel at SpecialChronicles.com if you like my voice. If we were in the studio, she would be slapping me. She would be telling me, if we were in the studio, she will be muting my mic like this.
Can you go back to your normal voice, please?
You want me to go back to my normal voice?
Yes, I like my boyfriend back.
This is my normal voice. You said that you love my normal voice. Oh, you love my normal voice? This is my normal voice. You want me to go back to my other voice? My Daniel voice? This is my Daniel voice. My Daniel voice. Get it? Georgia Daniel? Georgia Daniel voice. Daniel voice. Listeners, go check out the video on YouTube or Facebook Watch and see Georgia putting a pillow, her face into a pillow. She's screaming into a pillow.
I'm trying not to. Stop making me laugh already.
I'm making her laugh because she's laughing, and all you listeners are all laughing too.
Oh, this is the best show ever.
Yeah, wait, this is the best New Year's Eve special.
Oh my God.
This is the best New Year's Eve special ever, isn't it? Isn't this the best news special? Let's get back on task.
Moving on, please.
Okay. We're at about 48 minutes. See,
I think we're doing. Wait. We just did look ahead to.
So we will transition into this final part of the show. I don't think we're going to call anybody on the show this week.
Okay, yeah, that would be fine.
Because we don't have any time.
Yeah.
We want to keep this to about an hour. So with that, lovely listener, our personal goals, we'll listen for 2021, our relationship goals, and our podcast and media goals for 2021. We're going to try to be brief and kind of
brief.
We're going to try to be brief. Hey. You love my voice. That's why I'm the cute that you love. Isn't that what you love about me?
Yes, I love you.
Okay, so go, babe. Your personal goals for 2021.
Okay, my personal goal. Well, I have plenty, but I'm just gonna choose 2 of them. So my first one is I'm getting to know my Fitbit, which is it looks like this for everyone who wants to see it. It is a
Show us again / me.
It is a stopwatch.
There you go.
Okay, it is a stopwatch, and it looks like this. And it controls how many steps you have, how many flights of stairs. But for today, I did 3,013 steps today. And I'm getting to know this. So in the since we're in the new year, I'm trying to get used to it. So that's my number one. But in the past years, I can't believe I'm going to say this on the air, but I'm going to give up sweets because I have a sensitive body and I can't control what I eat involved with sweets.
Like you're going to totally give up, or are you going to have?
I'm not trying to give up all sweets, but I have to eat sweets in moderation. That's what I'm trying to do, but right now it's a lot harder. So,
yeah, awesome. Awesome.
All right, Daniel.
Well, I wrote down a few. Just a few, and I'll probably come up with some more personal goals for 2021. But one is I'm gonna add one because I had it in my head. I didn't write it down yet. So I'm gonna just write it down right now. Daily, okay. So exercise. I want to try to get down to about 178 pounds. So calling I'm a little bit over 200, but that's one. Second thing is I want to read books more. Preferably the books by Karen Kingsbury. Awesome. Number one New York Times best-selling author. She's like the number one. She's America's number one inspirational author or novelist. Number one inspirational novelist. She writes life-changing fiction. KarenKingsbury.com if you want to go check out her book. KarenKingsbury.com if you want to go check out her books. Go to your local library. Go to a bookstore. Just go to KarenKingsbury.com. Can you remind me, baby? Can you make a note that we need to put in the show notes a link to a whole website, KarenKingsbury.com. Just put KK author and make a note for me to put it in the show notes. So that's what I want to do more. I want to continue to produce more weekly podcasts, not just the Georgia and Daniel show, but also the Special Chronicles show. I want to bring back hopefully season 2 of our Unified Look original series, and just overall at specialchronicles.com on this network, produce some more podcasts, weekly podcasts. And then I want to drink, as you see, drink water daily. Like you see, well, if you listen to the podcast, go check out the video on Facebook and you can see what I mean. But drink water daily.
Yeah.
As I take another sip of my water, our relationship goals or resolutions for 2021.
Well,
I want to say briefly, finally travel as a couple.
yes.
You get in, why is you getting up off the chair? With that, so that's one thing that I would love for us as a relationship goal. 2021 is to travel.
Okay, yeah, traveling. So as everybody has one of these, so
I
have
showed
one as well.
Showed it to the listeners. If you listen to the podcast, go check out the video on YouTube or Facebook, and you can see what Georgia is holding up. But it's a Coast to Coast travel gift card. I'm not going to read it because I already read it earlier on in this episode. But yeah. So, and with that, we'll also be hopefully traveling to Edinburgh, Scotland, in the end of July 2021 this summer for Georgia's cousin's wedding. And I want to say something else. And we haven't probably talked about it. We're probably not going to. We're not going to bring it up a lot. And I don't think it's going to happen this year, but you never know. I want to say sometime.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You're about to find out now with the listeners. Sometime as a relationship goal. And I'm not saying, folks, this is not an on-air announcement. We're not making an announcement yet. And I'm not saying this is going to happen in 2021. So I know our families listen, our friends listen. This is not going to happen this year. But sometime in the future, maybe in 2 or 3 years, I would love to get married with you. And we'll live in the same place, in the same house. And we'll live in the same house. And be together.
God.
Because, and again, listeners, we're not making an announcement here. This is not an announcement, okay?
Yeah, and it's not.
We're not saying it's going to happen this year, but I just want to say something mostly to you, Dave, but I guess the listeners will listen in on this. Ever since we, I guess, met / started dating, I had it in my head that I just knew that I wanted to be with you. I can't explain it, but I just knew that I mean, that's again, I can't explain it, but I just, yeah. Other relationship goals or resolutions for you, or us, or me, or us?
Well.
For us, for you, for us. Like again, this is with us.
So for my relationship goal with you, Daniel, is that we should see each other in person.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And maybe talk to somebody else, like besides a family, but talk to somebody. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Talk to somebody that's not our family. Us, you, me. This listener knows what we're talking about, but no, this. Okay, I see. We shouldn't say this is a listener. We're not saying.
No, but I will talk to. What I'm gonna do later tonight, I'm going to talk to her.
Talk to who?
One of our listeners that is actually watching the show right now.
No, No. I'm not talking about a listener. No, I'm talking about that other person that we should both see together. That thing that when two people go and talk to somebody else.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Should we keep doing that in 2021? The listeners have no idea what we're talking about.
No.
But should we?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys have any ideas on what we should, maybe some dates that we should go on, then go ahead and email us at Daniel and Georgia at specialchronicles.com. Daniel and Georgia at specialchronicles.com, and we'll see that email and let us know any of your date ideas.
Yeah.
Podcasting media goals. Well, what else do you want to do for this podcast, or just overall podcasting media?
For our podcasting.
Podcasting / media. Yeah.
Well, I should sorry, I did not mean I. It's not in team. So you and I are like a team. So
okay. Can I just comment on one thing?
Sure.
If there's anybody listening right now, if you're watching the live stream and you want to join this, sorry, we're not taking any not this episode. Maybe in the future we'll take a random listener to, join this, be out on camera, but not right now. There was a comment about that. Somebody wants to join, but in the future, we love you, but we don't want to take a random listener right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
back to our podcasting media goals for 2021, and we are at the hour mark. But go on.
Okay. With that being said, for our podcasting, I love doing all the specials, but maybe we can do like a date special, talking about our favorite dates, something like that.
Yeah, sounds about right. Good. Yeah, so I want us to be able to continue to share our stories about life from a different angle. Continue to produce the podcast, even if we take a week or two off here or there. That's fine, but continue this podcast because you listeners love this Georgia and Anna show. You love us podcasting together, and we love hosting and producing the show for you. So we hope to bring you more of these Georgia and Daniel show podcasts in 2021. So once again, go to specialchronicles.com and you can find out how to listen not only to this show, but all of the podcasts that we have on the network on specialchronicles.com. So
yes,
stay subscribed. Remember to rate and review this podcast on Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to podcasts. And we want to remind you briefly about how
What just happened? Daniel. Daniel. Oh, great. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We have a miscommunication with Daniel.
Oh, we're still alive?
Yes, we're still alive. You were frozen.
It was StreamYard was cutting was we're trying to wrap up the show nicely.
Yes, very
We're trying to
nicely.
wrap up the show nicely, but we want to remind you, go to specialchronicles.com to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. That's where you can follow us, Special Chronicles. By the way, just go to and you can subscribe to our newsletter and all of our podcasts, specialchronicles.com, where you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, newsletter, podcasts, all that. And you can subscribe to where is it? Georgia personally on Instagram.
You can follow me on Instagram at PeachGeorgia22.
And you can follow me on Instagram at PodmanDan, PodmanDan, at PodmanDan. So that's where you can follow us personally and find out what we're doing when we're off air. That's where you can follow us. You can follow us both on Instagram and Facebook. You want me to say it? At Daniel and Georgia. I don't know. And you can tweet us on Twitter, #Georgia and Daniel Show. You can also find us on Twitter too. Daniel Georgia Us, I think is all handle there. And if you want to use StreamYard, you can go to specialchronicles.com/StreamYard. That's our affiliate link. With that, and this show has been executive produced by Special Chronicles Network. And we think you can go to specialchronicles.com/give to donate. Go to specialchronicles.com, click that Give Now button, and you can help to continue to make these possible. We hope that we apologize for at the end of the show for a few technical difficulties, but thankfully we're still live. We're still broadcasting. So
yep.
It's a miracle. We're still live. We're still live. So let us be the first to tell you Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Anything else, babe? No?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm all good.
Well, thanks all for listening, and we'll be back hopefully next week. And in 2 weeks, January 14th, is my 32nd birthday. So who knows what surprise Georgia has for me, but stay tuned that week for that episode.
Yes, please.
Are you serious? All right. Anyways, with that, we'll see you next week. Stay subscribed, review the podcast, and we'll see you next week. Happy New Year!
Bye-bye. Happy New Year.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Okay, I stopped the audio. Do you want me to stop the video?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's. This is the after show. After show. Oops. After show. Whoops. There we go. After show. This is the after show, right?
Sure, I can do one more segment with you.
Briefly. Well, no, this is the after show for the video. We've got to.
Yeah. So my friend Eliza Conti said, "Hey, lovebird, I love your show, Georgia." Well, thank you, Eliza, and I love you too.
Yeah, and thank you for listening to the show.
Yeah.
Or watching the show. Let's see. I think it was another comment. Do you want me to put this comment up? We didn't really know.
I don't know who that person is.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but what about it? Ben, do you know Ben?
Ben Simpson, I think so. Yeah, he said he got a Fitbit too. Well, that's awesome, Ben.
Ben also commented about he wants to be part of the team. Oh, how to be part of the team of Special Chronicles, and I commented and said that he and anybody else can email producer@specialchronicles.com if you want to join our Special Chronicles team. Specialchronicles.com/team is where you can go if you want to meet our team. Let's end with this one final comment from our favorite Colorado listener, Hannah.
Yeah. Daniel and Georgia is very talented and worth enjoying their work success in creating positive podcast atmosphere, which I find enrichment. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Hannah. We love you too. You are our favorite Colorado listener.
I think that will be our slogan for the next episode.
What?
What's
Hannah, our favorite Colorado listener, Hannah.
exactly?
Wait, that?
Yeah, what you just said. That would be our slogan. It'll be on top of.
You know what we should do is call Hannah on the show, and then the title of the episode will be
all about Hannah.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea.
How about our favorite Colorado listener, Hannah? Hannah, if you're still watching this, then get in touch with us and just text me. You have my number on WhatsApp, whatever. I think you should have that. Just text me or WhatsApp me and Hannah has my number. Yeah, Hannah, give me a call or text and let me know. You want to be on the show?
All right, let's do more if you want.
What?
Nothing.
Do more? No, I mean we'll maybe have Hannah on the show. Okay, I'm gonna go eat and relax and let's play this. And you want to say bye to everyone?
Sure. All right. Bye, everyone. I love you. Just relax. Just kick back, relax, watch Netflix.